Good afternoon, Sir Sanyo, and good afternoon to everyone. Today, I discuss the interview and integration and procedure. In the field of law enforcement and correction, these two processes are essential tools in gathering information, solving case, and ensuring justice. Ang interview and integration ay isa sa dalawang proseso na kailangan sa ating criminal justice upang mas madali natin malaman kung ano nga ba ang totoong nangyari at kung ano ang pinagmulan. An interview is a friendly and non-accusatory conversation. Its goal simply to obtain facts information from a person such as a witness or even a victim. Ang interview po ay binubuo lamang ng mga katotohanan na nagmula mismo sa biktima o sa nakita o ay ang witness. On the other hand, an integration is more formal and usually done when a person is suspected of committing crime. It involves controlled questioning and often presentation of evidence. Today, we will go step by step to the procedure, learn the key difference, and understand why respecting human rights is very important in both. Part 1 is interview procedure. Step 1 is preparation. Before conducting an interview, the officer must study the case background, know the details, and prepare a set of questions. The setting should be quiet and comfortable to help the interviewee speak freely. Sa preparation is kailangan ng kung sino man si officer na magka-conduct ng interview, kailangan niya alamin muna kung ano yung nangyari sa isang lugar, alamin niya muna kung ano yung pinagmulan ng kaguluhan, kailangan mapag-aralan niya yung insidente. Step 2 is rapport building. The interviewer should establish a friendly atmosphere. A smile, polite greeting, or casual conversation help the interview relax and open up. Sa rapport building naman, kailangan na kalmado dapat ang nag-i-interview para maramdaman ng ini-interview na komportable siya at hindi siya kabahan at mabigay niya yung tamang statement na kailangan ni officer. Step 3, questioning phase. Start with open-ended question like, can you tell me what happened? This encourage details answer. Later move specific question to clarify details. Sa questioning phase, kailangan dito yung tatanungin mo kung ano yung nangyari, ano yung pinagmulan, para mas ma-identify kung ano nga ba ang ugat ng pinangyarihan ng krimen. Step 4 is listening and observation. Good interviewers are also good listeners. Pay attention not just to word, but also tone and body language. Sometimes silence can reveal hesitation or discomfort. Step 4, listening and observation. Kailangan ng isang interviewer ay hindi lang basta magaling mag-interview. Kailangan ay marunong din siya makinig sa kanyang ini-interview at huwag niya ipaparamdam sa kanyang body language na hindi siya komportable na gawin yung pinapagawa sa kanya. At hindi sa lahat ng tahimik ay komportable. Minsan ang pagiging tahimik ay may nagiging sanlipan na hindi natin inaasahan. And step 5 is closure. At the end of the interview, the officer should summarize the key point to confirm accuracy. Then thank you the interviewer for their time and inform them if a follow-up interview may be needed. Closure. Si interviewer ay kailangan niyang masummarize ang mga mahalagang detalye para mas madaling ma-identify and maintindihan and magpasalamat sa kanyang mga naging interviewer and sabihin na lang kung magpa-follow up the interview pa. And next is interrogation. Interrogation procedure is more formal and often involves suspect. Kung sa interview ay ini-interview natin ang suspect kung sa interview ay ini-interview natin ay victim and witness, sa interrogation naman po ay ini-interview natin ay ang mismong suspect o ang salarin. Ganun din po, tulad ng interview, sa integration ay meron din tayong preparation. Officer must review all evidence and plan their questioning strategy. The integration room should be private and controlled pre-distraction. Si officer ay kailangan ma-review niya lahat ng evidence and lahat ng questioning strategy na kailangan niyan itanong kay suspect sa isang private room na walang sino man ang pwedeng maka-distract sa kanilang dalawa. And sa step 2, rights of the suspect. Before starting, the suspect must be informed of their rights. The right to remain silent and the right to have counsel. Torture, threats, or intimidation are never allowed. Step 2, right of the suspect. Bago magsimula ang masinsinang investigan, kailangan i-inform yung officer si suspect na mayroon pa rin siyang right na maging tahimik at magkaroon ng sariling abogado. And ang pagiging torture and pagbabanta sa kanya ay hindi pwede gawin ni officer kay suspect. And step 3, initial phase. Begin with neutral or background question to establish control and set the tone. This make the suspect more comfortable to talk. Initial phase, si officer is kailangan niya maging neutral at alamin ang background of the case. And bago siya gumawa ng sariling desisyon, kailangan meron siyang mapakita na sapat na katibayan. Step 4 is confrontation phase. Present the facts and evidence directly to the suspect. Watch for inconsistent in their statement. Observe how they react. Step 4, confrontation and phase. Dito po is ipipresent ni officer ang mga ebidensya at katotohanan kay suspect na siya mismo ang may gawa at obserbahan ni officer kung paano mag-react si suspect sa kanyang nagawang krimen. Step 5 is them development. The officer must use psychological techniques just as a failing to consisting, minimizing guilt, or showing empathy. The goal is make the suspect willing to the truth without force. Them development is si officer ay gumagawa ng psychological technique na walang haras at walang anumang harassment gagawin kay suspect. Pero ang focus is mailabas ni suspect ang katotohanan na siya mismo ang gumawa sa isang krimen at walang force na mangyari at walang force or sa pilitan na mangyari sa kanilang pag-uusap. Step 6 is elicit the truth. Encourage the suspect to explain their side. Use follow-up question to clarify details, avoid leading question or forcing them to say something they not mean. Step 6 is kailangan ni officer na mapa-explain ng maayos kay suspect ang question and bawal gumawa ng kahit anong forcing dahil labag ito sa kanilang batas. Step 7, closure. If a confession or admission is made, it should be properly documented and probably written and signed in the presence of counsel. The integration must end respectfully and professional. Sa closure is kaaronan ng kasunduan si officer and suspect na maging maayos yung kanilang pag-uusap and malutas man yung kanilang nagawang investigasyon about kay suspect. And part 3 is the key difference. The difference between interview is non-accusatory. It is used for gathering information from the witness, victim, or even suspect without pressure. Integration is accusatory, is directed towards suspect, where guilt is already suspect and evidence is presented to get the truth. Sa interview, siya ay ginag-gather information mula kay victim, witness, and ganoon na rin kay suspect na walang pressure na nararamdaman. And sa integration naman, isa kay suspect na nagiguilt sa kanyang nagawang krimen. And both process must always respect human rights. Ang interview and integration ay rinerespeto pa rin ang human dignity dahil hindi naman porket ikaw ay nakagawa ng krimen ay pwede ka na rin itulad sa mga mababangis na hayop, sa mga hayop na hindi nakakilala sa kanilang mga kapwa. And ayun lang po, sir. Magandang hapon po. Ako po si Adrian Paul B. Mangaya, 4th year Alpha, Base Criminology. Thank you po.